Mind by starting off by saying your name?
Sure. My name is Sebastian Walker, sir.
Well, nice to meet you, Sebastian. As you know, Clearview Incorporated is looking for a few lucky candidates to send back to their past. If you had a moment to go back, what would that moment be?
I remember clearly. It was a Thursday morning. I walked in. I saw my friend Tina sitting there. I sat down next to her. We started talking about a variety of different things, and then on the subject of family, I asked her about her ancestry. I could tell she was uncomfortable about the situation, so I told her of my Nordic ancestry and how Viking blood courses through my vein. She was still uneasy, so I added in and said, "Come on, at least I didn't ask you if you eat rice or anything." And this look of pain and embarrassment dashed over her face. I assumed stereotypes were funny because they weren't true. I also thought that if I said, that's not what I was saying, I'd seem less racially insensitive. However, sadly, it was not true. She got up and sat right behind me in a different row. I tried apologizing since, but I just feel like a piece of shit. The friendship will never fully recover.
Why's that?
So what happened after the event that day? So we meet Thursday mornings. We're meeting Thursday mornings for Alcoholics Anonymous.
Okay.
So I come after work because I work third shift, and she works first shift, so she goes right after. So I guess I touched a chord or something, and after work she went and got 2 bottles of wine and decided to go home and drink them. After finishing a second bottle of wine, she decided to go for a third bottle of wine. At that time, there was a family of 3 walking to go get ice cream, celebrating a softball game. And as they were crossing, they met Tina. In the middle of the street, she ignored a crosswalk, right in front of the whole softball team. And Tina had gone through a lot of racial turmoil before she had come to America, and I guess even in different parts of being here. And yes, blame has been felt. The group has honestly given me their feedback. I haven't said anything like that. Maybe she doesn't cross that line.
So if you can go back to that moment, how would you undo it? What would you say to yourself to get you out of that moment?
I tell myself to do anything different. I'd tell her to show up late. I'd tell him to go visit her after work because maybe there's something different going about her. I tell myself where to go stand so it's me and not that family.
So say, for instance, I'm you. I just walk in, I sit down, we're about to start a meeting, and then you, from the present, you enter the room. What do you say to me?
Sebastian, you don't always know what you're talking about. Remember, the way your brothers talked was, we learned kind of some of those things weren't the right way, the right times, the right terms.
Whoa, man, who are you? You're kind of crazy. Just coming in here, who are you? Why do you look like me?
Because I am you.
You smoking? You drunk? That's why you're here, because this is Alcohol Anonymous and you showed up drunk. This guy.
No. This is me from the... I know it doesn't really make sense. But what else would it make? I mean, how else could I look like this? Do you think you're really that important that we're going to be pulling some big prank?
So why are you here? You could go anywhere in time and you chose to come back and just talk to me in an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting? Man, I am lame.
No, you're not. You're about to do some great things, but before you do those great things, you're about to make the biggest mistake of your life with one of the smallest mistakes you've ever made.
What are you talking about?
You know Tina. Or if we're gonna go in and we're gonna sit down with Tina and talk like usual, but you're just gonna say the wrong thing and Tina's either having the wrong day or we're gonna talk about the wrong subject. And Tina's not gonna have a safe relapse.
So I caused Tina to relapse. We caused Tina to relapse.
I've done it, you haven't yet. Whether it was the full cause or a partial cause, it plays a part and it has to stop. Anything, don't show up late, bring a snack, ask her
What's the worst
what's
that
going
could
on.
happen? We've almost had relapses. It's fine. What's the worst that could happen?
Family of 3 is gonna be killed. Tina's children are gonna go into the foster system. Team of 8-year-old softball girls are gonna learn about death from their teammate instead of an animated movie.
Shit, dude. We're responsible for the deaths of 3 people?
I played a role. It's not we yet. It's me. It doesn't
You're
have to be
responsible
we.
for the deaths of 3 people?
Yes, sir. That's me. That's you.
So what changes?
At least for the Anderson family, they'll still be a family. You know, Pink Rangers, they're gonna have their second baseman or whatever. You know, Tina will have a second chance, or a third chance, and you know, not every relapse goes wrong, and maybe she'll be able to do it. Maybe I was a big role. You know, maybe I'll be able to play a bigger role in fixing the bigger problem if that was there. It's being able to see something and say something.
And if you have the opportunity to go back to that moment, you get your chance to say something. And that's something you can't give up.